Okay, Kelsey, go.
Right. My name is Kelsey Rios. I'm with Whole Foods Market. I am here to sell 25,000 boxes of Chibi product, valued at $5.99 per box, at around $150,000. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Good. I'm Kelsey. Can I sit down?
Yes.
This is my business card. I'm
Thank
with
you.
Whole Foods Market. How are you doing today? Enjoying the weather?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like that the rain is making the snow go away, that's for sure.
Yeah. You have plans for the summer?
Yeah. I'm used to living by a lake, but I have to take classes and do stuff like that.
No plans.
No plans.
So, what do you like to do on the lake?
Well, I have a boat, so I like
Lucky.
to go out boating and tubing.
Okay. Alright, well, I am here with Whole Foods to talk to you about Chibi product line. It's a gluten-free product. Before I start, can I ask you a few questions about your company?
Of course.
How many, where are your stores located?
Worldwide.
Hold on. Okay, and how many do you approximately have?
About a little over 8,400.
Okay, and do you have any similar products?
Yes, we do have some other gluten-free products, and then also we have some Chibi products right now, so.
Okay, and what would you say your customer demographics are regarding the gluten-free items?
Well, we range around to mid-20s, younger 20s, to around older 50s, 60s.
Okay, and what would you say your average foot traffic is?
Well, it really kind of varies because we have, with seasons and whatnot, we have a lot of different kinds of products, so it kind of varies.
Okay. And regarding your company, what would be the top 3 concerns that you probably focus most on?
Well, we would like to increase our foot traffic and increase our revenues, and then also we would like to bring in more of a very different products and stuff with gluten-free.
Okay. So you want to increase your revenue and then your traffic, and then kind of add more variety to your products and whatnot?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Starting with variety-wise, Whole Foods has a whole variety of gluten-free items. As you can see here, I have a whole pamphlet. This is just from our Ann Arbor store because we are distributed up between different regions.
Okay.
I can show you, this is what we offer Chibi-wise.
Okay.
And to give you a little bit of background on Whole Foods before I get a little bit more into that, we started in 1980. They opened up in Austin, Texas, and they had triplets. Mark Skiles, John Mackey, and Craig Wells, and then Renee Hardy was the 4th person that helped them open the stores. And they started, their first store only had 19 people when they opened. So from there, they didn't have a lot of supermarkets that were natural and organic type places, so they really tried to put a dent into the market with that, and they did a very good job. Our revenue right now, as of last year, is over $11 million. Each year, it increases by at least $1 million. So we've increased our revenue quite a bit every single year. That's pretty impressive, right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
sounds real good so far.
Yeah. So as far as increasing your variety, Chibi offers different varieties of their product as a whole. So we have different flavors, we have different things that you can offer. The ones that we are going to offer, that I'm going to try to offer you today, are the breadsticks. We have a tomato, basil, original, and then a pizza flavor. So is that something that you're interested in?
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So to increase your variety, would you like to move forward in purchasing 25,000 boxes?
Well, I'm just not sure that Chibi products would be the right decision for our consumers. I mean, I understand that you guys have a variety and whatnot, but I'm just not sure.
Okay. I'm going to show you a short clip. This is John Mackey. He is one of the founders. And it's about 2 minutes long. He's just going to kind of talk about the business as a whole to try to show you what we can do for you.
Okay.
The market is a very conscious business, and pretty much everything we do is taking into account our purpose, our core values. I mean, a great example is our Whole Planet Foundation, which is a foundation we set up to do microcredit loans in the communities in the developing world where our company's trading. So if we're buying bananas, for example, from Costa Rica, we have a microcredit organization set up there
And as you can see, with the variety of chibi, Whole Foods tries to offer variety to their customers as a whole, to not just in gluten-free products. As you can see, this packet's over 23 pages long. So they really try to offer a variety, and if you can try to offer variety in your store, you can offer out more goodwill, and that is really important to your customers. And that will help increase your foot traffic, which I believe you said you wanted to try to increase as well, correct?
Right.
Okay. If you do increase the variety, I'm going to kind of tie them in together. You will help increase your foot traffic in not only the gluten-free items, but as well as throughout your whole store. You have so many different products within Walmart that if they can find a gluten-free item in your store, they will want to stay there and shop for the rest of their needs. Gluten-free is something that people need. It's not necessarily something that they want. It can be either a medical diet that they need, or it can be a healthier diet, and this gluten-free diet is increasingly becoming more popular throughout the years, especially in people in their 20s, and then people in their 40s and 50s are starting to realize that they have to have that diet. So if you can increase your variety, you'll increase your foot traffic for the gluten-free items because you can offer that variety, and you'll show your customers that you really do care. So you'll increase that goodwill, and then your brand name will kind of skyrocket as well. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Okay, so if you can increase your foot traffic by increasing your variety, would you like to move forward with the purchase?
Well, with the Sheepy product, I'm really not very sure if it will increase the foot traffic.
Okay.
I would say.
All right, and lastly, I know that you said you wanted to increase your revenue. Tying them all in together, increasing your variety, increasing your foot traffic, this will increase your revenue as a store as a whole. Depending on your demographics, obviously each store is going to have probably a different variety of what they want to offer depending on where the location is. But if you can offer a variety to your customers, your revenue will increase throughout the whole store because, like I said, gluten-free items are not the easiest thing to find. They're becoming more popular. So more companies are trying to bring in more gluten-free items. But the good thing about Chibi is it's naturally gluten-free. It came from Brazil in 1999 into the U.S. So it's never been altered. It's never been tried to be enhanced, which is good. It's a natural brought-in product that people like. Some companies are trying to alter their products. And gluten-free products don't always taste the best. My mom's on a gluten-free diet, and it's kind of cardboard sometimes. But if you can offer a good product that people want and they enjoy and that they like to buy, that they absolutely need, your revenues will increase throughout the whole store because they won't have to jump from store to store just to find something that they absolutely need. So how does that sound? Does that kind of...
That's all sounding pretty good.
Okay, so I've showed you how you can increase your variety throughout the store and throughout your gluten-free products, and then I've showed you how by doing that you can increase your foot traffic. Along with that, all three of these can increase your revenues, and it'll increase your goodwill, and they'll definitely increase your brand name for customers, and they will look to you first, along with, because Walmart's prices are so much cheaper than compared to other companies. So with gluten-free products, their products sometimes are a little pricey. So these are only $5.99 a box, which is pretty reasonable. You get about 8 breadsticks in a box, which is kind of sounds a little pricey, but when you compare it to other gluten-free items, it's actually pretty cheap. So, would you like to move forward with an order of 25,000 boxes?
Well, I just would like to hear a little bit more about how it would increase my revenue and whatnot. I'm just not sure about that.
Okay. Here's a variety that I'm going to offer you today. These are, like I said, the pizza flavor, the tomato basil, and then the original. And just to have the variety that people want, these can also be frozen. They can be dry stock. And with the economy kind of declining a little bit, people want to try to buy in bulk. And sometimes we have to go down to Grand Rapids to buy some of our gluten-free items. If you can offer them up in Big Rapids for your Walmart here, we wouldn't have to travel so far. We wouldn't have to buy everything in bulk. But it's nice if we do need to go down there because we can freeze everything. We can keep it in dry stock if we need to. It's not something that necessarily needs to be preserved a certain way just because we're on a special diet. So that really appeals to customers as well because they don't have to necessarily, just because they're on a special diet, they don't have to alter their entire lives over just one product. So if you can increase your variety within your store and keep it and try to let your customers choose, then they're gonna wanna stay in your store, and they're gonna shop in different departments of the store. Not one product's gonna help increase your revenue throughout the whole store, but it'll help, and you'll see greater foot traffic and greater increase in revenue.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds really good.
Okay. And would you like to move forward then?
Yes, please.
Okay. We'll have you just sign that. All right, and we will have this order out to you within the next 2 weeks, and we will keep in contact. If you have any other questions, I will be sending this pamphlet with you, so you can inform your employees and get a better idea of everything.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.